Democrats and Republicans are waking up to a brand new political reality after Robert Mueller and his team spent nearly 2 years digging through the evidence, issuing more than 2,800 subpoenas, executing nearly 500 search warrants, and interviewing approximately 500 witnesses. The results are in. And take a look at the headlines from the Washington Post to the New York Post. They're what the president wanted. The very real caveats, notably the controversy and questions arising from the special counsel punting on obstruction, are this morning adding fuel to calls for the Mueller report to be released in its entirety. We don't even know right now how long that report is. As of this morning, it is still under wraps, but we have Attorney General's 4-page summaries sent to Congress on Sunday, just about 48 hours after Barr first received Mueller's findings. On the issue of collusion, Barr says the special counsel did not find that the Trump campaign or anyone associated with it conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in these efforts, despite multiple offers from Russian-affiliated individuals to assist the Trump campaign. But as we said, the issue of obstruction isn't quite so cut and dry. In the end, Mr. Mueller opted not to draw a conclusion, instead setting out evidence on both sides of that question. Barr's letter says, quote, "The special counsel states that while this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him." Instead, Mueller left it to the Attorney General to decide the issue of obstruction, and in the space of the past 2 days, he did. In the letter, Barr says, quote, "Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein and I have concluded that the evidence is not sufficient to establish that the president committed an obstruction of justice offense." Well, that's raised some eyebrows, to say the least, among Democrats, because remember, Barr wrote that unsolicited memo last year arguing that the obstruction issue should never have been investigated in the first place. So is he biased? Can he reach a fair conclusion, particularly in the space of a weekend, 2 days, to review 2 years of work? As far as the president and his allies are concerned, Barr's letter means these issues are closed. Here's President Trump speaking just about an hour after that letter was made public.
It was just announced there was no collusion with Russia, the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. There was no collusion with Russia. There was no obstruction, and none whatsoever. And it was a complete and total exoneration.
So now attention turns to the report itself. Democrats are already calling for it to be released in full, some calling for Bill Barr and Robert Mueller to testify. In his letter, Barr suggested there's more information coming, but said he'll work with the Justice Department to see what can and cannot be released. Barr says, quote, "As soon as that process is complete, I will be in a position to move forward expeditiously in determining what can be released in light of applicable law, regulations, and departmental policies."
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.